Saturday. What's up, people? How you doing? Man, look, wow. Looks like Cloud Emporium just dropped an okie doke on us. And man, I'm telling you, wow. All I can say is they slapped us in the face with the Perseus. There were lots of leaks and stuff leading up to today, but I mean, now actually seeing it myself and stuff. Wow. I mean, to be honest, I was thinking about trading in my Polaris for a Perseus. I got my shirt on. I got to represent. But I relented. There's just no way, man. I mean, there's absolutely no comparison. But look here. I mean, with the, oh my God, the Perseus is still a pretty awesome little ship, though, man. It's not as big as the Polaris, but it's, I mean, I got a couple of pet peeves with it. Okay, for it, it's just a gunboat. It's basically a gunboat. That's all it is. So it's got like 4 size 7 cannons up front in the bow, like in the nose. So you got 2 big ones up front, up top, and then you got 2 on the bottom. Those are like your manuals, right? So you need crew people to run those, and then you have your remote turrets, which you need crew to run too. So you got remote turrets, smaller ballistic ones, and you got 1 up top and you got 1 on the bottom, I believe. And I don't know what size those ballistic turrets are. I don't know what size. They look like size 3s maybe, but I don't know. But the ones up front, the big ones, those are size 7. So those are your ship destroyers up there. And then, you know, you got missiles. Well, it's got like 20, let's see, we got this stuff that, yeah, 20 size 5 missiles. 20, well, size 5 is not, that's the pet peeve for me. But I mean, considering the size of it, it's smaller and it's faster than the Polaris, so it's gonna need like, I don't know, it won't need really big things. So I think it was built to kind of like I don't know, I guess it's like a tween ship between the Polaris and between the Hammerhead, you know. But the Hammerhead is also a gun ship. It's strictly guns. It has like no missiles or anything like this. All guns. It's a ballistic ship. So I think it's kind of like in the middle, though, you know. But it's got 20 size 5 torpedoes. Now, in comparison, my Vanguard, my Vanguard Harbinger has 3 size 5, so they have the same size torpedo. However, my Eclipse has size 9s. So yeah, 20 size 5s, they do relatively amount, you know, a decent amount of damage. But size 9s do a lot. My Polaris, in comparison, has size 10s. It has exactly 28 size 10s, 28 of them joints, man. So there's no hit or miss with those, right? So I got 28 on my Polaris, but that's what I'm saying. Size 5 torpedo. I would have been happy if it had like size 7s on it though. But hey, whatever, you know. But it's got like 50 SCU. I wrote some of this stuff down. 50 SCU. It ain't bad, you know. It's just like maybe I'm thinking a Cutlass or a Freelancer, somewhere in that area. So you could put a vehicle back there. I'm sure everybody knows about that. That's common knowledge. You can put a little vehicle back there. You can put a rover back there or something like that. That's not bad. And you can do a little cargo runs with it. That's pretty cool. That's cool. But I can't believe I actually thought about trading my Polaris on that. That was stupid. I just slapped bad person. But that was, I mean, because I just reminded myself how awesome the Polaris is. You know, I mean, this ship, the Perseus, put my Polaris into perspective. I went and I said, I gotta keep it. I gotta represent, man. I gotta represent my ship. I gotta keep it. I was, you know, but I was just reminded of how awesome the Polaris is. But not to say that the Perseus isn't good. It looks like it's a pretty cool looking ship. It's got, if you look at it like from the side, it has a very similar kind of cross section to a Constellation, which I like because I like the look of the Constellation overall. And it's got some like familiar aspects like from the Constellation, some things that I still like, you know. And looks like the cargo bay drops down, so it makes it easier for you to put a rover in there. So there's like no ramp that goes up in it. So I think it has like an elevator that drops down. You load your rover in there and it goes back up. That's great. And I mean, but it only holds like 6 people. But I mean, that's still gonna be, I still think that's an awesome ship. Like if you're looking for something not as big as a Polaris, and maybe the Hammerhead wasn't your kind of thing, right? So, you know, say you had the Hammerhead is just all guns, no missiles, no torps, just all ballistic guns. Now you can always swap them out for like energy weapons, whatever, you know, but maybe you don't like that. Maybe you wanted something else, you know, something a little different, right? Hey, I'd say if you got a Hammerhead, CCU up, man, upgrade it to the Perseus. I mean, it's a nice ship. Oh, and here's another thing. The fact, has anybody noticed that the fact that they have an animation of the Polaris in flight? What does that tell you? That tells that's telling me that the Polaris is a lot farther along, you know, than say the Polaris. Unfortunately, we've been waiting for ages to get the Polaris, but it looks like the Perseus is further along. And they actually developed it to where it's flying, right? We don't have anything like that for the Polaris. We just have like little transparent 3-dimensional vector graphics of the Polaris that we could look at, or we have to go over the fleet view and you know, just look at it and go, oh, I want it. But we don't have any kind of animations or anything like with the ship flying. However, there is an animation of the Polaris in flight, you know, so that's just kind of like telling me maybe it might be further along, you know, it may not be that far out, which is making me feel kind of salty, because I really want my Polaris now. I want my Polaris now. I mean, like I said, this the Perseus put my Polaris in perspective, and I'm looking at it again like, holy shit, I can't believe I got that ship. I want my Polaris. Give Polaris now, please. But I just had to bring that up though. But I mean, like, honestly, if you're looking for a really cool looking ship that it's got a price tag, y'all. It's got a price tag. See, how I got my Polaris, I played the CCU game. You know, I just built up store credit, whatever, and then when it finally came around, got to use my store credit to get it. So I really didn't pay, like, you know, anyway I did, but it's kind of like over time, you know what I'm saying? I just kind of built up that, bought a little bit of ship here, bought a little bit of ship here, melted that, got the credit, you know, that kind of stuff. I just built it up, you know, and but 600, or, you know, come on, $600, man. You know, you're gonna drop some change on this. You're gonna drop some change on it. So if it's a serious play, I mean, so if it's something you really, really, really want, and you got the ends, go for it, man. Do your thing. You know what I'm saying? I ain't mad at you. Go on and get it. I don't think it's gonna be a bad ship at all. I think it's gonna be a lot of fun. It will definitely be a lot faster than the Polaris. And again, like I said, I like the looks of it. You know, it honestly, it does have a constellation look to it from the side. You know, it doesn't show much of the interior yet, but it looks like a really awesome ship. So if that's what you're looking for, you want something that's better than a Hammerhead, but not as humongous as a Polaris, go ahead and get that Perseus. That's it, man. I'm out of here. But I had to just get that off my chest though, and just kind of like make a confession that I actually, you know, I was actually considering melting my Polaris for this thing, and I was thinking like that was, now I realize the errors of my ways. I'm so sorry. I'm so sorry. With that, I'm out of here. Peace, love, and hair grease.